Greetings and welcome to another video. It's Saturday, 3rd of June 2023, and this afternoon I'm in Woodside. Specifically, as you can see behind me over there, where that fence is over my shoulder, that's the Elizabethen Pub. Now, to be honest, it's very rare that I visit the Elizabethen Pub, but in all honesty, it's a decent pub. It's very much worth visiting if you find yourself in Woodside and you fancy a beer or two. So yeah. If it happens that you yourself are in Woodside and fancy a beer, then yeah, in my opinion at least, it's worthwhile visiting the Elizabethen Pub. Now, the reason why I'm starting this video opposite this pub is because this is my starting point to explore a path taking me down to Coalbrookdale. And yeah, it's going to be a gorgeous day today for such a walk. Sun's out, blue sky, and the temperature, well, it's a very warm and luscious day today. It's a gorgeous day, beautiful weather for what I have planned for this afternoon. So yeah, with that in mind, let's carry on and get ourselves down to Coalbrookdale. So yes, as I've just said, that's the Elizabethen Pub over there. And this road here that we're on, this road in front of me that we're going to be starting our journey on is called Woodside Avenue. So yeah, with that in mind, let's get to where we want to go to and start our journey along Woodside Avenue. So we have to go along this way, past this bus stop. Yeah, if it happens that you want to walk the same path I'm following this afternoon, if you can find your way to the Elizabethen Pub, that's your starting point for this journey. And as like what I've just done, you just come past this bus stop and you're all sorted. And there's a specific road we have to look for to get to where we want to go to today. So let's find that road that we are looking for. So after walking just a few yards from where we started, this is where we want to be this afternoon. This road here, called Broadmeadow Lane. And as you can see, this road takes us to a few other little places, but don't worry about these other locations that Broadmeadow Lane takes you to. There's somewhere else I want to focus on, which you can get to by going down this road. So with that said, let's carry on and follow Broadmeadow Lane . Let's follow Broadmeadow Lane down this way. And basically, where we want to go to in order to get to Coalbrookdale is just down the bottom of this road here. So with that said, let's carry on and get to where we want to go to today. As you can see, we want to focus on the path in front of us. We just want to follow the road in front of us, and yeah, it's going to be a good time situation, to be honest. I'm looking forward to doing this, and I'm looking forward to sharing what I find with everyone. It's going to be good, very good indeed. Now, as you can see, we've got a barrier here, which means if you're travelling by car to get to where I'm standing right now, you can't take your car any further in here, so you're gonna have to find somewhere to park and continue the rest of the way on foot. So yeah, with that said, we just come through the barrier. And it's only a couple of yards to get to where we want to go today. And here we are, on the left. Here's the path we want to follow to get to Coalbrookdale. And as you can see, we've got a signpost in front of me. The path we're going to be following is part of the National Cycle Route number 45. At the same time, it's also part of the Telford T50 50-mile trail. It's part of the Heritage Trail as well, and also the Telford Right-of-Way Trail. And all four routes point off in this direction here. On top of that, we've got this here. Welcome to Oil House Coppice. Welcome by agreement with the owner. You are welcome to walk here. A new woodland is being created for your enjoyment and that of future generations with the help of a forestry authority. So yeah, welcome to Oil House Coppice. Now, I have been in this location once before, and I have made 2 videos along this path that I'm now standing on. And those 2 videos was when I was exploring and on my bicycle back on Good Friday 2023. Easter weekend 2023 was when I was last here, and that happened to be also, as I just said, my first ever visit to this particular footpath. And yeah, it was a really good time being along here. Now, because I was on my bicycle at the time and I was in the process of cycling up to Much Wenlock at the end of the day, I didn't have the opportunity to properly video the path I'm now standing on, and that's why I'm here today, coming back here to walk this path on foot and yeah, video this really interesting footpath properly. So with that in mind, we're going to carry on and walk our way down to Coalbrookdale. Now before I go any further, I should also point out that the Telford T50 50-mile trail, the Heritage Trail, and also Cycle Route 45, by the looks of it, if we see, also point us off in this direction down that road there. So from where I'm standing, if we follow the road in the way that I'm now facing, that'll connect us to other sections of the Telford T50 50-mile trail and the National Cycle Route from there. But as I've just explained, we're not going that way today. Instead, we're staying focused on this path, the Oil House Coppice. So yeah, let's carry on this way. So this will be the second time I've ever explored this path. I'm looking forward to this. And there's going to be some, I remember the last time I was here, there were some really interesting places to take notice of and explore on future occasions. So we'll see how all that pans out today. But I just want to stay focused on getting down to Coalbrookdale, to be honest with you. So with that in mind, let's carry on and get down to Coalbrookdale. This is an absolutely fascinating path to walk, to be honest with you. I'm looking forward to doing this. So about 5 minutes, 10 minutes down the path already, we find the first of many interesting things to pay attention to along here, and it's this path to my left here. Now, to be honest, I've not explored this path. I don't know where that goes to. I'll have to come back here another day to explore that and see how it goes. But as you can see, we've got a signpost going on. And according to this path to my left takes us to Woodside. So yeah, Woodside is along that way. And furthermore, Park Lane is back along where we've just come from. And on top of that, Coalbrookdale, as you can see, that's in the direction I'm planning to travel this afternoon along that way. And something else to pay attention to on this signpost. As you can see, the path I'm about to explore is part of the South Telford Heritage Trail, and at the same time is part of the South Telford Rights of Way project, and at the same time also part of the Telford T50 50-mile trail. So yeah, all of that is this way, and that's where we're going this afternoon. Let's carry on. If you pay attention to something though, before we go any further, to my right here we've got all this going on. We've got this stream here, which is going to turn out to be important later on, this stream, and we'll see why this turns out to be important later when we get to further along the path. So yeah, it goes down that way. Now this path I'm looking at the moment, I don't know where that goes to. Well, I'm not going to explore that today. I have to come back another day to explore that because it looks interesting. So yeah, that's good to take note, pay attention to. And if we look up here, we've got a train track right there, and that's the same train track that we saw a section of in my previous video this afternoon. So yeah, we're not gonna go to that train track right now because this isn't a pedestrian crossing point. I just wanted to point that out. With that said, what we're gonna do is come back over here, rejoin this path, and continue on down this way. And as you can see, a signpost marking the Telford T50 50-mile trail going off down this way. So yeah, this is going to be good. This is going to be very good indeed. So let's carry on. Now, when I last explored this footpath on Good Friday over the Easter weekend 2023, I was on my bicycle, which meant I could travel from one end of this path to the other end rather quickly. I think it only took me about 10-15 minutes, something like that, if I was travelling non-stop, that is, to go from where I started in this video all the way down to Coalbrookdale. So if you're travelling this path on your bicycle, this is a quick and easy path to go along. But if, like today, like what I'm doing, you're travelling on foot, it's still going to be a quick and easy path to follow because it's all straightforward, pretty fun to explore, to be honest, yeah. But obviously it's going to take a bit longer to go from one end of the path to the other. But all the same, whether you're travelling on foot or bicycle, this is a fantastic path to explore. It's absolutely gorgeous, especially on a day like today. So yeah, definitely worth the effort. with that all said, let's carry on. Let's continue travelling down this way. And it should be a little bit further along, only a couple of minutes walk, we'll get to something very, very interesting indeed. So yeah, let's carry on. Now on my left, we've got another signpost. And again, it's pointing in 3 separate directions. The first direction it's pointing at is back toward Park Lane, which is back in the direction we've just come from. Also, it's pointing along down this path on my left here, which, just like the previous path, I haven't explored. I've never been down this way, but according to the signpost, Rough Park is where you'll find yourself if you travel along this path here. But at the same time, we're going to be sticking to Coalbrookdale, following the path to Coalbrookdale, along this path in front of us, which is the whole plan. Stick to this main path and take it from there. The other paths that take to Woodside and Rough Park, I might come back another day to explore, but we'll see how that pans out, to be honest with you. As things stand, like I said, I want to stay focused on this path in front of me that we're walking on. So yeah, let's carry on to Coalbrookdale. Now, do you remember a few minutes ago in this video, I pointed out a stream and a railway track? Okay? If we take a look to my right, and I'll show you right now, we've got the stream right there, just below us to my right, and through the bushes, through the trees, you can see the railway track. So yeah, to be honest, I think that's really interesting, really, really good, that we're walking alongside both the train track and we've still got the stream alongside us. Nice one. With that in mind, we're going to continue along, and hopefully it'll only take us a couple of minutes to get to somewhere really interesting along this path. So let's carry on and get there. So the stream, as you can see to our right, really interesting that is, to be honest with you, how that's turned out. And to my left, you've got another footpath going off to the left. I've not explored this way, basically. I've got no idea where this path goes to, because, yeah, I've not explored it. But according to this signpost, apparently, you can get to Coalbrookdale. Nice one. According to this, Coalbrookdale, or at least a different part of Coalbrookdale, you can find by going up this path here. That's really interesting, that is. That's good to know. It's honestly good to know. I'm not going to explore this way today, because that will take me way off track, basically. And if you have a look over here, we can see another signpost. Welcome to the Oil House Coppice. Nice one. And we've got another welcome sign there. That's good. Yeah, so you can get to Coalbrookdale by going up this path here, but we're not going to go this way today. Maybe another day. We'll see how it pans out. Until then, we're going to return to this path we've been exploring already. And we're going to be following... We're going to be going to Coalbrookdale. Along the path we've already been walking on so far. So yeah. Let's get going. Sticking to the main path. And like I said, as you can see, it's a gorgeous day today. Perfect weather for this kind of exploring. So yeah, let's carry on. So as you can see to my left, we've got a stone wall going on, no doubt marking the border to people's private property. And if we look over to my right, the stream we saw earlier on in the video has expanded out to, well, more of a lake, reservoir, I don't know. So yeah. Okay, we're now at a section of the path which I've mentioned in a previous video. And because I've mentioned where I am right now in a previous video, I'm not gonna go into depth exploring this place. I'm just gonna reference it. But right now, where I am is absolutely beautiful, to be honest with you. Absolutely beautiful. So let's have a look. So you got the path going off down that way, but we're just gonna walk on following this path to my left for a few more yards, and yeah, it's gonna get really interesting at this point onwards. What we're looking for is this gate to my right, which takes us to here, and down that way is the Woodside Community Orchard. But we'll come back to this later on. What we want to have a look at right now is this path here. Notice how the stream's kind of expanded out even more. Take a photo. So yeah, the stream that we saw early on in this video has now turned into what we're looking at right now. And that running water sound is all of this. Now we do have this footpath that I'm looking at right now. To be honest, I don't know where that goes to because I've not explored that. So we're not going to go that way today. Instead, we're going to stay focused and come back over here. We're going to get back to the path we've been exploring so far, because I want to point out the Woodside Community Orchard. So yeah, I love it around here. This is the second time I've ever been around here, but it's absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, we're back on the path we've been exploring now, and we want to go this way to get to where we want to go. Now the Woodside Community Orchard, that's a beautiful place, and this is where we are right now. I'm not going to go into depth exploring the orchard because I've already done a video doing that when I was here during the Easter weekend on Good Friday 2023. So if you're interested in knowing something about the Woodside Community Orchard, then by all means go back to that previous video where I explore the place properly. In the meantime, still on the path we've been exploring this afternoon, to get to the Woodside Community Orchard, we just keep on walking a few yards along this path and we're almost there basically. And here we are, right here to my right. Welcome to the Woodside Community Orchard. And as you can see, there is a map of the orchard and information about the place, which, to be honest, I think it's really interesting. And if we have a look to my right, this gate here is the entrance to the orchard. Welcome to Woodside Community Orchard. Like I said, because I've already done a video exploring this orchard, I'm not going to do that again today. But I will say, anyone interested in knowing something about Woodside Community Orchard, by all means, please check out my previous video. In my opinion, obviously, it's a great video, and Woodside Community Orchard is a fantastic place to visit. It's just gorgeous, especially on a day like today. So yeah, absolutely gorgeous place this is. I love it. And this is the second time I've ever been here. Second time ever. It would be good to come here again at some point, but I'll have to sort that out another time. But yeah, definitely worth visiting here, in my opinion. It's just beautiful here. Absolutely beautiful. With all that being said and done, let's get ourselves to Coalbrookdale. To finish our journey from here, to get to Coalbrookdale, then basically we return to the path we've been walking along this afternoon and just carry on down this way. This is where we want to go, basically. So with that in mind, let's carry on. Here we are. Welcome to Coalbrookdale. Here we are in Coalbrookdale. And where I'm standing at the moment has been the starting point of various videos I've made in the past exploring some really interesting places here in Coalbrookdale. As you can see, we've got the Gorge Parish Council Coalbrookdale notice board. We've got the Coalbrookdale notice board, and we've got the Coalbrookdale Free Little Library. All of these things I've mentioned in previous videos I've made exploring Coalbrookdale. So obviously I'm going to finish this video right here and now. Thank you everyone watching this video, especially if you watched all the way to the end. I honestly appreciate everyone who takes the time to watch my videos. Thank you. And to be honest, I've really enjoyed this video. It's been a beautiful day. Yeah, it's been a great day making this video. I'm really glad I made the effort to make this video, so yeah. It's been a good day. Take care everyone. Thank you for watching. Have a great weekend. And I look forward to seeing you again soon in the next video. Take care and goodbye.